In this video, I explained why so many people are choosing Turkey for hair transplants. Welcome to Hair Transplant Turkey 101. I couldn't find any video to tell me why people are choosing Turkey for hair transplants, so I explained to you why. 1,000 hair transplant procedures are claimed to be performed in Turkey every single day. This is about 2 airplanes full of men arriving and departing every day for a hair transplant procedure. $1 billion industry we're talking about. So what's going on with all those people? What do they know that you don't? Is it just a hype? Or is it more than that? After helping over 27,000 men with hair loss, I feel I'm qualified for this role. The price, because it costs much less, and to be honest, who doesn't love savings? But how cheap should it get? Choosing the cheapest, the right decision? You're not buying an iPhone or a Nike shoe. Not every provider delivers the same quality of work. In Turkey, there are over 300 hair clinics, or that's what they call themselves, but only a handful of hair surgeons present who are internationally qualified as hair surgeons. The biggest association in the world for hair transplant surgeries, ISHRS, confirms that there are only 13 hair surgeons as members. Yes, 13 members only. And yes, I just said 300 hair clinics just a minute ago. So it leaves us with 287 clinics which operate without an ISHRS member surgeon. So, although the price is cheap, I guess it's not the best idea to pick up the cheapest one, as you may see no surgeon during your entire procedure. And don't forget, donor region is a limited source, and you may not qualify for multiple hair transplant sessions in the future if you need one. Long story short, the cost of the hair transplant procedure is cheap, yes, but you still need to do your own research and find out the good surgeons who hold the right qualifications for the job. You will still get it done for much cheaper compared to Europe or the US or Canada, but there's a sweet spot where you can get it done with a top hair surgeon without compromising on quality of work. So this brings us to the second reason. Quality of work. Very often I'm asked if the cheap price means the doctors are not as good as they are in the UK or in the US. Not necessarily. For some of us, a cheap price means bad work, period. Because a hair transplant procedure is not a customer and product, you cannot basically fake materials or use cheap parts. Some of the hair surgeons in Turkey are actually more qualified than some doctors in Europe or US. At the end of the day, it's not the country which will be performing your hair transplant procedure. It is the surgeon and their teams behind it. So checking the big associations like ISHRS, ABHRS or even IAHRS can give you an idea about how qualified some Turkish hair transplant surgeons are. Is it safe to travel to Turkey? It was a big concern back in 2014 and 15. Turkey faced serious terrorist attacks specifically targeting the southeastern parts. Although Istanbul was almost 1,000 miles away from where the attacks took place, it worried many people. Well, the good news is here actually. Since the summer of 2016, there have been no incidents at all. Turkey takes safety very seriously and they make you feel it. For instance, the checks at the airport begin immediately from the moment you step into the airport. Not convenient, but it makes it quite safe. I guess I'm fine with it really. Most companies offer airport transfers upon your arrival, so you get your dedicated driver. From my experience, I can tell you that most patients don't even put their step on the pavement during their entire journey in Turkey. Hygiene. One other topic which is quite important for me actually. I have been consulted thousands of times about hygiene levels. Turkey is not a member of the European Union, let's be honest. They're not the most developed country like US, Canada or even the UK. So you may think that the regulations on health and hygiene might be loose, but they're not. All the hospitals are regularly controlled by the Ministry of Health. Some of the hospitals are even accredited by JCI. So it makes your hair transplant journey quite hygienic. Part 2, which is at the top corner right now, I will give you 5 more reasons why people choose Turkey.